Okay, so decrease is you release your provision. It's actually profit, right? Correct or not? Provision go down, profit goes up. That means this is an income. You add 15,000 profit to the P&L. Then the bad debts written off, being an employee loan to a senior manager. So you write off a loan. So when you write off, you minus 20. Now I know this is written off in a profit because it's in the 50,000. So that's why you can see that minus 45 plus 15 minus 20 is to minus 50. Okay? Now, so one by one, you must ask yourself, what is the treatment? Now, this increase in general provision, can you deduct or not? The first question you ask, is this specific? No. If no, then not deductible. Okay? Now, decrease in a specific provision. Is this specific? Yes. Is this trade debt? Now, if question never say, then it's always trade. It's always the common case. So this must be for trade debtor, it must be for your sales. So if that's the case, everything is yes, yes, yes. So if yes, 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 what is this? Deduct. Deduct. Is it deduct? No, it's not deduct. You cannot say it's deduct. You must say what? Add back. Not deduct, not add back. What is this? Hello, 15,000 is what? Huh? What is 15,000? Hello, what is the 15,000? What is that? Mad again. Ayo, don't know what is that. Apa itu? 15,000. Huh? Income, yes, income. Income. 15,000 income. Ah, you got face. Oh, okay, then tell me, what's the word? What's the word? Income. What do you do with income? What do you do with income? Wow, don't give me hand sign. I don't understand. What is that? Okay? What is income? Income you do what? There's only two things you do with income only. Tax or don't tax. So the answer is taxable. I don't say chair. It's not chair. In the exam, if the student write here deductible, you get 0 already. Because I always stress in the class. I just tell you an example. You don't go and tell people today, go home, evening, you want to eat with your parent. You say, wow, ma, I'm very hungry. I want to drink the rice and eat the water. You cannot do like that, no. You cannot drink the rice. You can only drink the water. Can you see or not? That's why you cannot deduct an income. You tell me how to deduct income? Correct or not? The principle is wrong. How to deduct an income? Income can only be taxed or you don't tax. So the wording is critical. It's taxable. Now, this is the employee loan written off. So it's incurred, but the loan is employee loan, which is non-trade, so it's not deductible. Now, then in your answer, what do? You must start with net profit. Okay, net profit. Add the general provision. 45. Okay? Okay, now tell me what do you do with the 15,000? What do you do with the 15,000? This 15,000, what are you going to do now in the answer, in your tax code? The 15,000 is in the P&L, and you say it's taxable. So what do you do now? Do what? Do what? Add also. Add. Sorry? So, do what? Minus. So I went minus 15. Oh, very difficult question, man. Hello. Do what? So, sorry, yeah? No adjustment, yeah. You do nothing. Is it do nothing? You do nothing. Now, so this specific provision, you do nothing. But when you do nothing, how do you show to the examiner or the marker that you are aware this is an income? Because they do nothing is what? Nil. Nil is what? That's why we need the student to show answer in column. Got column to add and got column to minus. You must show in column. Okay? And the column, you don't worry, you never put a column here, then put a column the other side, doesn't matter where you put a column doesn't matter. Okay? So you have a column to add, a column to minus, because you want to tell the marker, hello, I know this is an income. I know this income, if it's not taxable, I will minus. But because it's taxable and it's already inside, I don't need to do anything. So I put a nil in the minus. So the nil in the minus is to tell that I don't need to minus it out. You can see it now. Okay, now we're going to see this again when we do corporate tax. Now the last one is bad debt written off. Now this written off, you cannot deduct, you deducted, so you add back 20k. Okay? Alright, so this is how answer is going to be for issues of bad debt over here. Okay? Alright, now the issues on these bad debts we've done. Okay, next issue under 34 is to do with contribution to approved scheme. Now, the law here is pretty long and lengthy, so I just leave it for you all to read lah. Now, basically, employer contributes to any approved scheme. Okay, approved scheme, which include EPF. Okay, which include EPF. Now, so when employer contribute to approved scheme, contribute to EPF, the law allows them to deduct up to maximum 19%. Now, how many percent you're getting from your boss? How many percent you're getting from your boss? 13 13 eh? Increase already Oh, sorry, I don't know. Okay, I didn't even know. 13 okay? Now, so you're going to get the 13% from your boss. So the maximum they can claim is up to 19. Okay? 19. But it's 19 on condition that the remuneration must first be deductible. See, you cannot get deduction for all these EPF and so on if the remuneration is not deductible. So you must be able to claim deduction for remuneration. Then only you can claim deduction for the EPF, the 19% part. Okay? Alright. Now, so I'm going to show you an example over here. Done, huh? Okay. So it's pretty easy lah. Now, let's say in my P&L, okay, in my P&L, I have a salary of 100,000. Okay, and I tell you I contribute EPF. Okay, I contribute EPF. Now let's say the EPF contribution comes to 24,000. That means the employer contribute up to 24%, right? Okay, the employer contribute up to 24%. Now, that's my net profit. Okay, when you do your tax com, from the net profit, okay, from the net profit, salary, got issue or not? No issue, right? Okay, so I have nothing to add back. The salary is fully deductible. How about the EPF? Now we just see the law says that up to maximum 19% of the remuneration, you can get deduction for your contribution to approved scheme, which of course include the EPF. So if that's the case, the maximum will only be 19% of 100, which very obvious is 19,000, right? But how much have you deducted in the P&L? 24. That means your adjustment here will be to add back 5,000. Understand now? It's quite simple. That is quite simple. Okay. Now. Okay. So I'm going to increase complexity now to this example. So I'm telling you that I have 100,000 salary. Okay. And I also give worker entertainment allowance, 20,000. Okay, I also give my worker entertainment allowance, 20,000. Okay, EPF. So right now my contribution is on all the figure you see here. So I contribute 15% of the 120. Okay, 15% of the 120. So that will give us 18,000 over here. Now this is what happened in the P&L. All right. Okay, before we can proceed on with the answer, let me tell you an additional rule about entertainment allowance. Okay. Now, the law says in section 39, so we've not covered, so I'm going to tell you. The law says in section 39, 50% of this entertainment allowance is actually disallowed. You cannot claim it. Okay? Alright. So if that's the case, now we're going to see in your tax com, the net profit, salary, no issue. Okay. I've just told you that 50% of allowance is disallowed. So what is your adjustment now? Plus? Yes, you plus 10K. Okay, you're going to add back the 10K. And what will happen to the EPF then? See, your EPF contribution is 15% only. Okay, 15%. Which is much lower than the 19, right? So it gives you an impression that if that's the case, by right I can deduct everything. But no. Because in the first place, inside the 15%, the contribution is given on 120. The 120 has included a 10,000 that you cannot deduct. Now you think and see. If the 10,000 cannot deduct, then how can you deduct the EPF? This is not fair, right? So the 10,000 cannot deduct. Then whatever EPF for that 10,000 also cannot deduct. So if that's the case, how much can you deduct over here? What is my adjustment? Okay. We know that 19% of the deductible salary, 110K. Okay? Which is 20,009 is what you can deduct. You follow? Okay. Right now, the amount is 18. But not everything in 18 you can deduct. Only 110 out of 120. That is the portion you can. Which is 16,500. So that means your deductible is only 16,500 because you have not exceeded the 19%, correct not? Now if you say 16,500 is deductible, the actual is 18. So how much disallowed? 1,500. So you know that the disallowed is 1,500. You just have to take 16,500 minus with 18. Now, then some students say, oh, yo, so 麻烦 go through all the hassle just to tell me the 15% of the 10,000 cannot deduct. Why not just take 15% times the 10,000? Since you say the 10,000 is disallowed, the EPF is disallowed, and you know that the maximum is 19, but the amount is less than 19, so just take 15% times 10,000, which is perfectly fine. This is the correct answer. So if you take 15% times 10,000, you get 1,005. Now, but what if the question don't give you all these details? Now, that's on the assumption you know it's 15%. Now, what if I give you a question without the figure, without a percentage? I just tell you salary is 100, entertainment allowance is 20, EPF on the whole thing is 23,006. I never give you percentage. So if there's no percentage, then you cannot use this technique, you know? Then you have no choice already. Then you have to calculate all this in full. Can you see now? So this method is to make sure that in case if the question does not give you all the figure, you must calculate everything all over again. Okay? Now that's how you deal with EPF, and that's how you deal with if you have a portion that of disallowed expenses inside. Okay? Now the contribution is not only for EPF. It's for EPF, is for approved scheme. Okay? It's for approved scheme, and that will include contribution to PRS. Remember this? We studied this when we discussed personal relief, right? So we say that now, in addition to EPF, the 6,000 relief, you can go for private retirement scheme. You get another 3,000 relief. So if let's say now your employer is also contributing to PRS for you, now the employer also get a deduction, but the deduction is the same level. That means you group together with this EPF, the deduction is 19% maximum. Now employee get relief, but you got two level. You got 6,000, 3,000. But employer unfortunately only get one limit. It's still 19%, but you can group them together. Okay? Now you see this illustration here. Now LG incurred 300,000 on salary for his factory worker. It has contribution of 36,000 to EPF, and then 42,000 to private retirement scheme. Now LG reported a net profit of 4.9 million for year of assessment 2012. Now how much will the tax computation adjustment be? Now so you're going to see your net profit. $4.9 million. Okay. Okay. You either adjust separately or you do it together. Okay. You either adjust separately or do it together. So if I put EPF and PRS together, okay, how much is the deduction available? Maximum is 19% of 300, which is 57. Actual amount is 36 plus 42, 78. So if you can claim 57, but the actual amount is 78, then the disallowed that you add back is 21,000. Okay? Okay, now see the second illustration over here. I say that in the profit statement of Manis and Rambahan, it has included, number one, salary payment to Chua amounting to 120,000, inclusive of entertainment allowance of 60,000, and EPF contributions on the total remuneration amounting to 27. So how much adjustment going to be? So you try this for me. Okay, so from the net profit, whatever figure, okay, you list down your adjustment, which include salary, entertainment allowance, and EPF. There are three things here. Okay, salary, entertainment allowance, EPF. Okay, you just put down your adjustment.